What's up, guys? This is What If Nagisa went to Denmachi. Now, I just finished recording the What If Nagisa Had the Sharingan Part 9. And yeah, let's do this shit. So, Nagisa in this is when, right after he stabbed Koro Sensei, let's say that some of the energy from Koro Sensei's core kind of shot out, and Nagisa went flying into the classroom, where he was then, I guess, impaled. No, let's say, fuck it, no. Nagisa committed suicide after he killed Goro Sensei. The next day, on the news, it said that a young boy had committed suicide. It was sudden, and nobody really knew the cause, except for the people in the class, who all attended his funeral. Now, isekai time. So, Nagisa is reincarnated as a 6-year-old boy in a far-off village. Now, when he's reincarnated, he's given skills. The first skill is venomous. Whenever he's using a blade-type weapon, it secretes a special poison Nagisa can edit to have certain effects. That is venomous. His second skill is cold-blooded. Nagisa doesn't give off a heat signature, and he can slow his heartbeat to be seen as dead. So he doesn't give off a heat signature, and he can hide his presence. Another skill he has is stealth. He can turn invisible and stop himself from producing sound. That is a skill he got from being an assassin. Another skill he got was stun. If he claps at a certain distance from someone's face, they'll be stunned for around 10 seconds. What's another skill? Alright, it's called the Viper. I'm gonna write this down 1 second. Okay, so I got it. Nagisa got 10 skills when he was reincarnated. He got venomous. Any bladed weapon he uses produces a poison that he can edit for different effects. Cold-blooded. Has no body temperature and can slow heart rate. Stealth can turn invisible and erase sound produced by himself. Viper blocks all mind control if the user has the will to fight or is determined. Body enhancement. Increased strength of body without changing physique. Thought acceleration. Thinks faster than most humans can. Combat log. If an opponent uses a fighting style or skill, combat log records it into memory. Analyst. Can analyze a skill if the user is able to remember it properly. Fake out. User can completely hide their true intention. And knife combat. Increase proficiency with knives, and also allows for dual wielding. So he is increased proficiency, which means he's specialized in knife combat. Moving the phone real quick. Alrighty then. Let's get into it. Nagisa was born a 6-year-old in the slums of Arario, in the red light district. His mom was one of the Amazons in the... I forget her name. But she's the chick who tried to rape Belle that one time. Fuck. I'm gonna go check. Her name was Ishtar. So yeah, so one of the Amazons under Ishtar had Nagisa. She gave him up immediately, not wanting to get in the way of her career as an adventurer. So Nagisa awakens at the age of 6. His memories return, and he gains the ability to look over his status without needing to be in a familiar. So he can open pretty much... Yeah, he uses combat log to see his own stats. This is one of the things he realized he could do off instinct. So he uses combat log and sees all of his skills. And when he finds out he has the skill, when was it? Thought acceleration. He realizes that he can, that will be one of the most useful skills he has, due to the fact that thinking fast will increase reflex time, and all of his skills pertain to things that happened in his past life. He was always akin to snakes, and he had a lot of misguiding features. Should I have given him a skill that made him appear feminine? Wait. Ooh, I want to do it. 1 second, guys. I have to go ask a second source. Okay, so I forgot where I left off, but I'm pretty sure I said that Nagisa could check his skills with combat log. So Nagisa checks his skills, and he realizes that his stats are displayed as well. He has let's say a level 1 adventure has around 20 in each stat. Nagisa has the stats are agility, dexterity, which is going to be defense, and ATK, which is attack. So we're just going to go with those for now. So Nagisa has a 5 in attack, a 2, no, a 3, a 2. He has a 2 in dexterity, and he has a 10 in agility. Now, Nagisa is a 6-year-old in the red light district, and he's been walking the streets with some rags for clothes. When an adventurer bumps into him. The adventurer backs up a bit and says, "Watch where you're going, girlie." Nagisa gets a bit of a pissed look on his face and thinks, I'm still being called a girl in my second life. And yes, he's deduced thanks to thought acceleration, he's deduced that he's been reincarnated. Like an anime. So Nagisa keeps walking a bit pissed, trying to figure out the lay of the land, because Nagisa has bits and pieces of memories from ages 1 to 6, but because of him being so young, he forgot most of them. So he's walking around the red light district as he comes across a brothel. He walks in and walk up to the bar. It's a bar slash brothel. He walks up to the barkeep, and it's a girl because females only, and says, and Nagisa says nothing, and just puts his hands up and does the "gimme something" expression. The barkeep looks down and she says, "What do you want, kid? Go back to your mommy." Nagisa says, "Who?" Barkeep says, "Go back where you came from." Nagisa just sits there and thinks for a second. Barkeep throws some bread at him and says, "Take it and scram, kid, for I call for security." So Nagisa takes the bread and leaves. He eats it as he's walking. And he continues to walk until he runs across what looks to be a hotel, which an inn, I guess. He walks in and up to the person running the kitchen, and let's say it's a young Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia picks up Nagisa, the 6-year-old Nagisa, and says, "What's a cutie like you doing out here, little lady?" Nagisa still got that pissed look on his face. But doesn't say anything because, Mamma Mia says, "Quiet one, are you? Here, come with me." Mamma Mia takes him to the back and gives him a room to sit in and some blocks to play with. Now, night comes and Mamma Mia's shift ends, and Mamma Mia goes up and gets Nagisa. Now, Mamma Mia, as he opens the door, can't find Nagisa. She walks into the room and says, "Little girl, where are you?" The door shuts behind her without her closing it, and she sees Nagisa right there. Thinks, "Oh, there you are, little rascal." She picks him up and says, "Well, hello there. I'm Mamma Mia. I'm the cook in this here inn." Mamma Mia says, "You look to be about..." And Nagisa says nothing, just puts up 6 fingers. "Oh, you're 6. Well, nice to meet you. And your name is?" And he says the only name that he's familiar with, Nagisa. Now, this is the first time he's talked since he's been to this world. He's only been thinking, and he realizes that his voice has changed a bit, but he passes it off as him being 6. And then he thinks, well, I guess not all my features could have stayed the same. This is when a bit of a moment crosses his mind. And then he says, "Bathroom." Mamma Mia directs him to the bathroom, and since she thinks that Nagisa's a girl, goes in with her. I mean him. She goes in with him. Now, Nagisa sees the toilet and is a bit shy, because guy in his past life. So he waves a bit to Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia waves back, and he lifts up his rag-like clothes and finds out, oh shit, doesn't have a dick. Nagisa got reincarnated as a girl. Yep. Nagisa falls back, and Mamma Mia catches him. And yes, I will be saying him or her randomly. And don't fucking judge me. I thought it'd be funny because Nagisa got, messed with in his past life for looking like a girl. So Mamma Mia catches him and says, watch out there, kiddo. You might bump your head. So Mamma Mia picks him up and sets him on the toilet. And with muscle memory, he knows how to use the bathroom. I mean, I'm not gonna go into the specifics of this. So yeah. Nagisa uses the bathroom, and Mamma Mia gets him some clothes, which is he gets some girl clothes, some underwear, feminine, some some shoes, feminine, a hair tie, gives Nagisa his signature hairstyle, and last but not least, a fucking dress. Yep. Don't talk to me. No, leave me alone. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking even my t-shirt and pants. Fucking what the hell? What do girls 6-year-old even wear at this point? I'm not gonna. I considered googling it for a second, but then I realized my FBI agent would kick my ass. So yeah, Mamma Mia addresses him, and yeah, from that point on until the age of 14, Nagisa lived a calm life. Oh wait, no. Yeah, at the age of 14, Mamma Mia saved up her life's earnings and bought her own restaurant in Araria, out of the red light district. So it's been 8 years, and Nagisa has a good understanding of what this world's about. There's gods and goddesses that came down from heaven to I guess, entertain themselves. And they have familias, which you can join and gain power through slaying monsters or epic feats. The more power you gain, the closer you are to godhood and immortality. And the usual magic casters can cast around 3 spells, usually Fireball, Wind Blade, and I guess Arc would be a good example. Those are usually the 3 spells a master magician can learn, and these are all the skills they can have. A swordsman at level 4 can have around 2 skills. And most assassins only know stealth, or lower sneak. A highly rated assassin would know stealth. And a skilled swordsman would have the skill sword proficiency, or sword combat, or bow combat, depending on which one you've mastered. Nagisa has 10 skills. A master magician has 4, or 3 at most. And this is a level of 5, which is pretty high in society. So Nagisa is a rare exception with a shit ton of skills. So, as Nagisa's just realizing how overpowered he got reincarnated, even though they did gender swap him. Leave me alone. I don't, you guys are not my bosses. I do what I want. So, yeah. Nagisa learns about the city of Arario, and he works as a barmaid, or, yeah, because Did they wear maid? Yeah, Seer wore a maid uniform in Mamma Mia's cafe. But Nagisa is the bartender. So, wears a suit-ish thing like Aina does. Also, Nagisa is flat as a board right now because I'm not feeling like looking for a female Nagisa with boobs, so leave me alone. Nagisa is flat and looks like he did in fucking Assassination Classroom. So yeah, but yeah, there's still a puberty thing, so a bit of a pucker, but I'm not going through that. I am not going through that. This is not my forte. I gotta blow out a candle real quick. 1 second. Sorry, that didn't really take too long. It just, my candle's been burning all night, and I didn't want it to burn out before tomorrow. No real reason for tomorrow, conservation. Alright, so yeah. Nagisa is the bartender. And yeah. So the next year, Seer and the elven chick, I forget her name still. I'll never remember that girl's name. Fuck. I don't care at this point. But yeah, Seer, the elf, and the cat girl all work for Mamiya, and Nagisa is the bartender. Now, yeah. So, Nagisa has been thinking of asking Mamma Mia, his mother figure, if he can become an adventurer. So, one day, the question pops, and he says, Mama, I have a question. And she says, what is it, Nagisa? Cooking right now, I can't talk. He says, I was wondering, can I become an adventurer? Mamma Mia drops the bowl of spaghetti she just made, and she says, Seer, come finish the orders. Grabs Nagisa by the ear and drags him up to one of the rooms and sits down. Nagisa said, and then Mamma Mia says, Nagisa, my girl, I've raised you since you were 6 as my own daughter. You've never once shown an interest towards any sort of familia. You've never even gained any type of experience in combat. You've worked as a maid for me your entire life. Why on earth do you want to be an adventurer? Nagisa says, I want to make a name for myself. I don't want to be the timid bar girl. And yes, he has to refer to himself as a girl as a not reached suspicion, thanks to his skill fake out, which he uses quite often actually, because men still get pissed when people call him a girl. So, yeah. Nagisa says, I want to make a name for myself. I want to be that timid bar girl that spends her life just working half to death and doesn't actually go anywhere. I want to see things. I want to explore. I want to be strong. Have you seen all the power that adventurers get? The influence? Loki could walk in here and almost buy every single one of our customers at dirt cheap prices just because of her influence. Imagine what I could do if I became a high-ranking adventurer. Well, our business would skyrocket, one, and I'll get out there. Now, Nagisa wants to explore the dungeon and get leveled up, but Fake Out is a good skill. And if you don't remember what Fake Out is the skill that allows you to completely hide your true intentions and replace them with false ones. Jesus. There we go. Sorry, I had to fix them. But yes. So Mamma Mia says, alright, fine. But what familia are you trying to join? It may take us some time, but we can train you up. Nagisa says, actually, I think I'd be better if I tried to prove myself first. So, if you don't mind, may I go to the guild hall and register? And Mamma Mia says, okay, you can go. But I want you back by 10. You have your shift to cover. I can't see or can't take all the work for you. And Nagisa waves. Thanks, Mom. And Nagisa leaves the tavern. And, what the fuck should I have to look something up now. I'll be back. Alright, this is what Nagisa looks like, but with darker blue hair. Okay? Okay. Glad we're all on the same page. Actually, let me show y'all future Nagisa, like, when certain things happen, Nagisa. Psych, I lied. I'll show you future Nagisa when future Nagisa is needed. Cause yeah. For now, that's what Nagisa looks like. With darker hair. So, Nagisa walks into the Adventurers Guild. And walks up to the pink-haired lady. And says, Miss, I would like to apply for an adventurer's license. She says, yes, here's a form. There's a table over there. Come back to me when you're done. Nagisa fills out the paper with gender, but familia page is left blank. So, if you've seen the overhaul bell, you know that what's gonna happen next. So, the paper is brought to Aina, and Aina comes back and says, Miss Nagisa? I don't know if you missed it. What is your familia? Nagisa says, oh, I don't have a familia. I'm solo, I guess? I don't know if that pertains to this situation, but that's the best way I can describe it. And then the pink-haired girl says, oh, I know you. You're the barmaid who works down at Mamma Mia's. The hostess of fertility, right? Nagisa says, yeah, that's where I work. I figured I'd pick up a new profession. Aina says, well, I can't let you become an adventurer without a familia. Nagisa says, can you check the rules on that? I want to be absolutely sure before I give up on my hopes and dreams. Aina says, well, alright. They check, and nowhere does it say that you need to have a familia to be an adventurer. You just have to have a high enough adventurer rank in order to be qualified for a floor in the dungeon. So Aina says that she will personally be the examiner for the qualification exam. So she gives Nagisa a paper on dungeon plants and monsters and gets a decently high grade on it, like nothing fancy, probably average. But now comes the combat portion. Aina uses summoning magic, which I do not know if she had in the actual anime. She summons 2 goblins and asks Nagisa what her combat style is. Nagisa replies with, I use a knife. Nagisa's Aina hands her a dagger, and Nagisa using Nagisa uses body enhancement and thought enhancement, along with knife combat and venomous, which is a poisonous, and using body enhancement increases her speed. So similar to a body flicker, in an instant she disappears and reappears behind the goblins, with 1 poke on the arm each. They can't move. They're paralyzed. A paralysis poison. So, Nagisa then slits their throats and says, should I pass, Miss Anna? Anna sits there like, what did you just do? Nagisa says, I killed them? Was I not supposed to do that, miss? Aina says, no, you passed. You got a high grade, actually. I didn't see it. See what, Miss Anna? You move. I can see a level 4 adventure at top speed blitz somebody. Did you use sneak skiller? Did you use sneak to make yourself slightly invisible for a short period of time? Stealth makes you completely invisible for an infinite amount of time, unless you turn it off. So she presumes it was sneak. Nagisa says, no, I ran behind them and pricked them on the back. And then I slit their throats. So, Aina sits there and gives Nagisa a level 2 adventurer rank and clearance to go down to floor 20. Because of the sheer badassness that was Nagisa at that moment. So news spreads around that how a adventurer that's not in a familia got level 2, got the rank of a level 2 with a guild inspection. So, yeah. People are on the lookout for what they're calling Phantasma. Yeah, let's say they're calling Nagisa Phantasma. Apparently she's a female assassin with incredible speed and nearly unpredictable combat skill. Nagisa is pretty famous right now. And some familiars have taken an interest, such as Ishtar. What's another one? Freya. Hestia wants any member she can get. She has Belva, so she's pretty good. there's fucking Ganesha. No, it's Hephaestus. So yeah, pretty much everybody's on the lookout for Phantasma. So, being that case, Nagisa gets a black hood and a cloak. Similar to, like, an assassin's hood with no sleeves. And Nagisa, with her life savings, buys a knife. Now, it's not the Hestian knife or anything like that. Nagisa, with her life savings, buys a fairly high grade knife with a, what's it called? Let's say it has, nothing to add, just a fairly good knife. The knife is similar to a combat knife from Nagisa's world, so that's why he bought it. And next time, Nagisa goes to the dungeon. I want to thank y'all for watching. If you tuned in for the what if, thank you. If you're upset I made Nagisa a girl, fuck you. I mean, I figured it'd be funny because reincarnated, didn't realize for a solid 15 minutes into the episode. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. If you have some criticism, comment. And if you think it's worth it, subscribe. Goodbye. Thank you for being here. You are Legion, I am the dual-wielding demon. We are Asame. Peace out, kids.